Hey, what's going on YouTube? Today we got another deck profile here of my locals winning first place deck. This time it is Spright, not MathMech. I decided to play this because I finally got access to all the cards. The reason I didn't have access to them before is because of real life circumstances, and now I finally have them. Major shout out to Corbin if you're watching for helping me get the cards I needed for this and to be able to play it. Like I said, I went 5-0. This weekend we had 21 players. It was for a mat. I don't have the mat anymore. I traded it off to get some Punk cards and a Baron among other cards. And I'll go over my matchups. My round one was against Burning Abyss, 2-0. My round two was against a younger kid. He won his first round. He was very new, but he finally got his first win at that tournament, so I had to play him in the next round. He was playing a Pendulum deck, but he's learning, so that's the important part, is getting new people involved. Round three, what was my round three? Fluanderies. I played against Fluanderies. 2-1. Game two, he just opened the nuts. Game three, I opened the nuts. So it was a fair trade-off. Round four was against the Scareclaw Tri-Brigade deck. I won 2-0 on that as well. And then round five was against Spright Rocks, which was a 2-1. I lost the die roll, but was able to win games 2 and 3. I won game 3 due to a low probability whiff on an Adamantipator, like the last time I won. So I will not say that I outskilled him or anything, but my game 2, I think I played very well. I was able to hit the right pieces when I needed to. But yeah, we're going to go and get into the deck. This is just Hand Trap Sprite, as I like to call it. So yeah, we got 3 blue, 3 jet, 2 red, and 1 carrot. I'm not playing Pixies primarily just because I didn't have one. There's no other reason why. It gets a lot better when you play Diagusto Phoenix, but I didn't have that, but I was still going to play it anyway. Because with Gigantic and Pixies and Gamma Burst, which I also didn't have access to, and Cat Shark, you can one-shot through anything in the game. So, but I didn't have it. Also, it makes your starters better, which I'm playing 3 starters, 1 smashers for the rest of the Sprite cards. So Pixies also makes your starter better, because if your opponent enters battle phase threatening Toad, you can activate starter and special summon Pixies and then protect the Toad from battle, and you don't really have to waste Elf on it. So for the frogs, we're just playing the 3 swaps, the 1 Ronin. No dupe frog, not playing Avermax. I think that card's kind of cheeks. I don't like having to make IP. I don't think IP is all that great. And yeah, the frog stuff was fantastic, obviously. And then since it's his hand trap, I decided to play the 3 Diva, obviously. There's no explanation to the card other than the fact it makes Hulk, and Hulk can bounce one of the several hand traps I'm playing. I'm only playing 2 real targets for Hulk to bounce because I couldn't find my effect veilers, but whatever. I play 2 Desires. Don't own Prosperity is the reason I'm playing this, but honestly, every time I drew this card, because I drew 2, I felt like I just won the game off of the Desires. So maybe I'll just keep testing forward with this card in the deck over Prosperity. I'm definitely going to try 3 when this comes to 3, but 2 is perfect. I drew it pretty much every hand that needed it. So for going second, I got 3 talents and a called by. This is another reason I didn't play, or another reason I wouldn't play Prosperity going forward is talents. Sometimes you just need to raw cards, but a lot of times your deck does not lose to a singular hand trap. So being able to rip an extra card out of your opponent's hand is amazing, and being able to steal stuff and link it off. For the hand traps and the other going second cards, technically, you got 3 Ash, 3 Crow, 3 Nibiru, 2 Ghost Ogre, and 3 Infinite Impermanence. I would have certainly played Veilers if I remember where I put them. I think there it is in the MathMech deck, and I didn't look too hard for them. But I probably would have played at least 2 Veilers somewhere. I don't know what I would have changed, or if I would have just cut a talent and put 2 Veilers in, make it 41, or I could have done something to change stuff around. But Valor would have been nice at some points because you summon it off Hulk and bounce it off Swap Frog. So, kind of wish I played it, but it's okay that I didn't. It never really mattered too much. The hand trap lineup worked exactly when it needed to, except for Nibiru. I didn't have anybody the entire day. I don't think I actually drew the card. And then we got tokens. And then for the extra deck, I'm not going to be showing a side deck for this because I don't have a real one built. It was quite literally just my MathMech side deck, so if you want reference, look for the MathMech deck profile from last week. But I've also got cards in there I'm not wanting to show off yet because I might be going to a tournament sometime soon. I mean, I doubt it, but there's always a possibility. So for the Spright extra deck cards, we got the 3 Elf and 2 Gigantic. I think this is pretty standard now. I feel like you just have to play 3 Elf. Your deck is so grindy, and it wins in the grind because of the 3rd Elf a lot of the times. And you can waste your Elf freely, if that makes sense, the first 2, and then make the 3rd one, and once you get towed back for the 3rd or 4th time, it's almost impossible for your opponent to win. So yeah, the 3 Elf was great. But like I said, that should be standard at this point. For the Xyz, we got Cat Shark. Totally awesome. The card's crazy. I don't think it needs banned. I see some people talking about how Toad needs banned because of this deck, but no, Toad doesn't need banned. And then Sky Cavalry, Downerd, and Zeus for the Xyz. The Xyz were pretty weak all day, to be honest. I only made the Zeus engine once, and it wasn't even through Cavalry or Cat Shark. I just used Elf to get back a dead Gigantic, and then put these 2 on top. So I did not use the Elf that turn or starter, so yeah. And then for the links, I got the 1 Almirage, so Swap Frog is a true 1-card combo. Hulk for the hand trap combo. I played Dark and Iria, and then Access Code. The reason I decided to play the 2 Charmers instead of cards like IP Unicorn or Phoenix or anything like that, my locals just kind of permits me to play Area and Dark. There are a lot of other just like Water decks or Toad players, and then Dark is just really good at my particular locals. A lot of people are playing decks that just I can steal something, make access code, or something funny I actually got to do was use Dark, steal an access code, use this access code to pop a card, and then link into my own access code for 6,300 when he was at 6,000. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, definitely want to play the Charmers at my particular locals. If I was going to a bigger tournament, I would probably just cut the Dark because Area feels better because stealing Toad is just fantastic. And that is it for the deck. Short, sweet, simple, straight to the point. I don't really need to explain what these cards do at this point. Everybody knows what Spright are. This is probably my favorite of the 2 new archetypes, but I am working on tier limit. And yeah, if you like the video, you like the content, please remember to comment, rate, and subscribe. Always looking for feedback, always looking to upload what you guys want. And I promise we will get future matches. Real world stuff causes real world problems. I didn't even plan on playing this weekend or even recording, but I decided to help keep my mind motivated and keep going forward because I'm going to keep pushing forward. We got to keep doing this. We're going to keep grinding. We're going to get there eventually. Thanks for watching. Peace, YouTube.